Hi, my name is Stan Smeltzer, and I'm the Deputy Manager for the Space Launch Systems Project Office. And that sits in the Exploration and Space Operations Directorate here at NASA Langley. Originally, I got involved with NASA all the way back as a high school student. I worked as a SHARP student, which is an apprenticeship research program. And in that, I got an opportunity to work both in an office setting, working on computers and engineering drawings, and then I also got a chance to go out in the lab and work, do that hands-on, really working with materials and just kind of piddling around out there in the lab and being able to see what being an engineer was all about hands-on. And then I also had an opportunity as a college student. I worked on another apprenticeship program called LARS, and that gave me about a 12-week period where I worked in here at Langley in both an office setting and primarily working with computers and generating different type of computer animations and simulations where we were looking at the kind of the dynamic stability of aerodynamic shapes. The different projects I've worked on with NASA has really changed over the years, but early on I worked on some basic research and applied activities, maybe with very fundamental spacecraft structures. And then as my career has advanced, I've worked on more launch vehicle and exploration planetary mission type activities. I worked on the reusable launch vehicle program where we're looking at trying to create kind of the follow on to the space shuttle, where you have a launch vehicle that you launch completely, so you don't have solid rocket boosters that fall off and you don't lose an external tank, but the entire vehicle goes up and then comes down, and developed structures technology for the cryogenic tanks for that particular activity. And then I also worked on developing some reusable re-entry vehicles for planetary missions. And most recently, I'm working on the Ares 5 launch vehicle, which is now the Space Launch System, which hopefully will be our heavy lift launch vehicle for the future that we'll be able to use to launch a lot of the payloads that'll help support the space station and then go on to hopefully the moon and Mars. The most exciting aspects of my job is really just getting that opportunity to develop that hardware and those components that are going to be used in space, and an opportunity to work with people, start with a clean sheet with a design and do that analysis, and then all come together and then go and then work with our industry partners and then put that together as a single component that is now going to go out and fly on the launch vehicle. So that's real exciting. And when I was and I think about the things that I did back in high school, I was always interested in math and science, had geometry, algebra, and calculus, and always fundamentally sound in those areas. But I was also very interested in not just physics, but the life sciences as well. Just really enjoyed doing different type of activities. I was actually in a science club at the time, and I had an opportunity to go and put together a real activity where I looked at seed germination and how that was affected by salt, and that was just something that I can remember all the way back to my high school time, and that was something that was real fun, and getting a chance to do that hands-on activity was very interesting.